Jenny Biddle and I'm doing guitar lessons on Patreon now. So that's a bit of a taster of the intermediate advanced lessons we're doing. There's also a course for beginners, so come join me on Patreon. But today I thought I'd give you a bit of a sample of what we're doing in the intermediate advanced level. This riff, I'm going to try and break it down for you. I'm not sure where you're up to with guitar or what you're working on, but it's based around the A minor pentatonic scale. So if you're not familiar with that, go check out Google and find out where the notes are of the pentatonic scale, first position in A minor. It's super handy to learn where those notes are. I take you through all this in my Patreon, starting further back and diving into that particular position. But this riff, let's break it down. I'm playing the first note as an open A string. And that kind of sets our tone for what we're playing. Carries the note. And the next part, I'm putting one finger across two strings, the B string and the E string in the 5th fret. But I like to kind of rake, kind of create this punchy rake effect where I'm playing more strings than needed and then snapping that top E string up using my middle finger. It's hard to play it slow actually. So that's the first parts of our riff, and I deaden those notes after I play them to create a bit more rhythm. So I'm using this hand to kind of lay across the strings, deaden the strings, and that creates a bit more choppiness between each note. The next part of the riff, we're going to put our ring finger over two strings. We've got the G string and the B string in the 7th fret. So you can either slide up, we're going to slide up to the 8th fret and back down to the 7th, or we can bend it. Oh, that takes a bit of muscle. So use these fingers to pull on those strings. So there's our first notes of the riff. The next part of the riff is playing the G string on the 5th fret, followed by the D string in the 7th fret using a ring finger. And you play that twice, and there's a bit of a gap in between them. You could do an extra rhythmic strum, a dead strum, if you want to create a bit of rhythm. So I'll play that all the way through. So have fun. I hope you can figure out that riff. Have fun playing it, make up your own, and come and join me on Patreon for heaps more tips and tricks.